All right, first off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. The water Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai for letting me do another video through His Spirit. The water Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai for giving us His truth as worms. Double honor to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutation and blessings to the hopeful elect. And it's just going to be a video off of, because I just came from out of town, and we drove through a mountain area, or where we're coming from, which is South Carolina. We drove through a mountain area, and what I kept thinking about is how big and how powerful a mountain truly is, which kept making me think about the Lord when He returns, man. Because the Lord Yahushai is not coming back as some weak, feeble person, man. He's not coming as a lamb this time. He's coming as a power, man. He's coming with force and great might, man. And when you look at a mountain, for brothers who've seen mountains or drove through mountains, that thing is not nothing to just wink at like it's something feeble. Them damn things they ain't penetrating them things easily. But all to say that is, imagine that being cut out the sky. I mean, cut from the ground, a giant mountain like this, like these mountains. Imagine that being in the air, man. Imagine a flying mountain, man. And that's what the Lord is coming in. He's coming in a great, giant father ship, man. That's going to be the size of a great mountain, man. And even greater than that. It's going to be something powerful and marvelous to see, man. And it's going to be something very powerful and something to behold, man. The Lord is coming with great power and great wrath, none like has ever seen before, ever. So this is going to be 2 Ezra 13 and verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and I wrote, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, and it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire, man. Because that's what's going to happen, man. The Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to return with the forces of heaven, man, with the angels of heaven, and bring great destruction. And when it says that his mouth opened, it was as if when the earth faileth and it filleth the fire, that means the mouth of the chariot shoots out laser beams, man. He was seeing laser beams shot out of the chariot, like they show in Independence Day. The mouth of the chariot opened in that movie and shot a laser beam, man, and the earth fell. They literally got that from this scripture right here. So when the Lord returns, man, it's gonna be ominous, man. It's gonna be powerful. It's gonna be, man. You can't explain how great and how powerful it's gonna be when the Lord returns. That's why in this dream which Ezra had, he woke up in shivers, man, and astonished, because what he seen was so powerful and so terrifying. He woke up in basically a hot sweat, freaking out, because it was too powerful, man. He woke out of sleep. Verse 5, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of the number from the four winds of the heavens, to subdue the man that came out of the sea, which that sea was the heavens. But behold, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew upon it. Meaning the Lord was in a great, gigantic, super ship, man. A great, gigantic chariot, man. And he flew upon it, man. He was in that ship, and there ain't nothing getting through that ship, man. That's why in Daniel says that the I'll just grab it. Where is it at? Where is it at? It ain't gonna be no joke when the Lord Yahweh Shai returns, man. It's gonna be miraculous, man. It's gonna be something to be seen throughout the world. I believe it's a mountain. It says Daniel's. Where is it at? Okay. That's at 2:45. This is Daniel's 2 and verse 35. Then was the iron, the clay, and the brass, and the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the chaff of summer, the summer thrusting floor, and the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them, and the stone that smote them became a great mountain, and flew and filled the whole earth. so it said it filled the whole earth, man. That means that chariot, when it comes and breaks through the atmosphere, it's gonna fill the whole earth, man. Everyone's gonna see it. Everyone's gonna see the greatness and the great power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Everyone's gonna see it, man. Not all eyes shall see him. Let me actually grab that. Why? Because that chariot is going to be so big, man. You're going to be able to see even from the other side of the world, man. Everyone's going to see the Lord Yahweh Shai. You're going to see that chariot from one end of the earth to the other, man. That's how massive and gigantic this ship is. Revelations 1 and verse 7, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so be true. So everyone's going to see the Lord Yahweh Shai. Why? Because his chariot, the power he's going to be coming in, is going to be so massive and so great that no one's going to be able to miss it, man. That's how gigantic and how huge this UFO is, man, that the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to return on. And it's going to be a day of great wrath, and it's going to be a day of great terror, man, for the ones who are wicked. And for the elect, it's going to be fearful for them, but that's going to be their salvation at the end of the day. This is Revelation 19 and verse 19 and verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, representing Yahweh Shai, coming in power. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he does judge and make war. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew, but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of Yahweh, because Yahweh Shai is the Word of Yahweh in essence. It's written of him. Yahweh Shai is literally the embodiment of the words of Yahweh. So, but just the point I was getting at, came in that white horse, man. He came with that power. He came with, and one it says he comes with in Revelations 1 and 7, it says he came with the thousands of heavens. So the Lord Yahweh Shai is coming with power, man. So he's coming with great power and great wrath, and everyone is going to see it. Verse 14, and the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. So that what are the armies of heaven? The other angels, man, the angels of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. They're going to be following right behind them in other chariots or UFOs, as people call them. And they're going to be bringing judgment, man. It's going to be crazy. And out of his mouth goes a sharp sword, that with it he should smote the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and tread the winepress of the fierceness and the wrath of the Almighty power. And he hath on his vesture on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords, man. So the Lord Yahweh Shai, he's coming with might, man. He's coming as a lion. He's coming to rip and tear these nations which have done wrong unto his people. And he's coming to tear 2/3 of the nation of Israel also. They're not going to escape. That's why it behooves you, it moves you to seek Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai before he brings his great terror upon earth, before he brings his great wrath and great destruction upon the planet. It will behoove you, man, because if you don't, you're going to be caught up in the wrath of the Heavenly Father. This is Zephaniah 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired, which is you Israelites. Gather yourself unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, you nation that is not desired. Before the decree bringeth forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord cometh upon you, before the day of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai anger comes upon you. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Meaning the ones who've been catching hell, the ones who've been going through the curses of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Seek him, man. Seek him in these times, man. Seek him before he brings his judgment, because when the Heavenly Father brings his judgment in full, it's going to be too late, man, because it's coming, but the door is still is a slight crack. That door is still open. So you better come in while you can, but the time is short, man, because the time is running out. It is running out. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be that ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's anger. So it says that ye may be hid, man, because the Lord's anger is not going to stop for anyone. It's not going to stop for anybody. It's not going to withhold itself. It's going to come whether you are hid or whether you are a part of it. So that's why it behooves you. It would be a smart thing to do to seek the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. Because if you don't, you're going to be caught up in a judgment that is fiercer than any judgment that has been brought down on the planet Earth, even since the world has began. So it will be smart to seek the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai while you can. So with that, Lord, we hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash, the Wadi Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai for allowing me to do another video through His Spirit. The Wadi Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai for giving us His truth as worms. Double honors to our apostle under that great millstone, and salutation and blessings to those who led. With that, shalom.